Big up, salute, bro. You asked me what do I have on death. Let's think. I have everything on death. I am the conqueror of death. You are the conqueror of death. Death would always be present. We would never be exempt of death. We would never be void of dying or watching others die. But it's the perception that we often lose sight of. The perception that death truly brings is a revitalization. But we get stuck in our minds and we start thinking that death is this space where we should commit suicide, or death is this space where we should destroy somebody else physically. But in reality, death is giving us a lesson to realize we must recreate our thinking. We have to destroy, bring to an ending, then erect a new thing, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, a new association, a new family, a new friendship, a new career, a new lifestyle or form, or however you want to look at that. Death is not to be acknowledged in a fearful manner, and death is not to be given into in a holistically physical manner either. Death is to be seen as a transcending. Of course, eventually our body, like the rest of our clothing that we made to put on the original clothing, it grows old and has to be renewed. Because we are not the physicalities of ourselves. We are the internals of ourselves. That's why they even tell you got to know thyself. It ain't saying know your body, because you see that shit every day. I don't have to explain to you that your skin is brown or black. You see that shit every day. But what I got to extract and pull up out of you sometimes to remind you is what you are internally. Is all the energies, the strengths that you are internally. You see what I'm saying? We don't give in. We don't give up. Life was never meant to be an easy lesson. Life was a design to cause the spirit the ability, or give the spirit the ability to evolve and renew itself continuously and overstand all aspects of its own identity. Because again, like I've taught in many cases, the lesson about the body, the spirit realm is the same as the physical realm. The mental realm is the same as the spiritual and physical realm. So once you've mastered one, you can implement those ideas in the other. But if you have not mastered one and you're trying to push those ideas on another, this is where you get spirituality in comparison to what they call in the physical sense religion, the stagnation that comes with religion, the fear that comes with religion, the submission that comes with religion. That's not what we're about. And again, Kabuni, to some people, death is a religion. And we seem to forget that we can summon whatever reality that we want. But we have to keep in mind that if we summon a reality that we are not preparing ourselves to embrace, it'll destroy us. You have to be preparing yourself to embrace the reality that you're summoning. And when we look from just me and you have every single gift, every single capability. You've shown that to rise to a top beyond anybody else's plateaus or tops. But you have to psychologically, spiritually, and physically. That means you got to eat the right things. You got to exercise the right ways. You got to be able to be prepared for when that shit comes. It would be like you doing all the work that you do, and then I give you wealth, and then you die. The fuck was the point of that? What was the point of me giving you motherfucking wealth if you was gonna die the next day? I wasted my extension. I could have gave that shit to somebody else that was really gonna implement the next stage of the ideas to be worthy of that wealth, or to evolve that wealth. You have to prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. You have to ground yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. Everything, all three of those avenues of reality have to align. If one is off the path of the other, it's not going to work out. And you're going to always end up in the stages that you're in now, death being all around you, feeling like you're not accomplishing the things that you need to accomplish, all of those fucking realities. I went through the same shit. You know, shit, look at what I've been going through for the past 6 months. It took 6 fucking months for me to get a stable job. But yeah, death. Death is a transition. Death is a transition. But you don't need to focus so much on that. Focus on life. Just utilize death as a reflection of how abundant life can truly be. Because if we were in demise, the happiness that we do have, even if it's scarce and rare, would not be anything. And one thing for certain, 2 things for sure, in the physical sense, we know nothing about what lies in that demise. We only have hope that it's a silence. We only have hope or a desire that it's a peace. We have no idea of what truly lies there, because the physical mind started to tarnish the spiritual and mental mind. So the memory got hazed and fogged of what once was when we were here before. So as far as we know, demise may reap, while we keep mourning motherfuckers thinking they gone, demise may reap them to instantly be born again and being in our faces every day. But imagine being in people's faces every day that you loved and cared for, and you can't even speak the words to let them know who you are anymore, or give them a sign to show them who you are, but you know. But somewhere, because the mind is hazed and fogged and it's not giving that full connection, you don't have full memory, but you know. You got a feeling. That's the spirit again. And the spirit can never truly be tarnished or erased. But yeah, bro. I would have called you right now, but the Empress is still asleep. It's early here, but I will call you either on my lunch break or once I get off of work today, because I'm trying to stabilize this schedule and it's starting to get more stable because I know what I'm doing now. So, man, I love you. Stay focused, stay positive, and I always say to stay focused and positive and stay around focused and positive people. That shit matters. Focused and positive people. Not a person. People. Even if you gotta go take your ass out and find those people. Even if in the beginning stage you ain't really, cause you gotta keep in mind you still got nigga residue attached to you. We all still got nigga residue attached to us. So sometimes getting in them circles that don't have no nigga residue attached to them seems awkward to us. You gotta push past that shit. Like you push past when you received information that changed some of the information that you formerly had. At first you was in denial. At first you was like, nah. But once proven to be right and exact, you was like, oh shit, this is real. Alafia Farano. I love you, bro. Immortally.